Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, of course, I'm your favorite random man, Future King of YouTube. Terrence is in the building today. And yes, this is a reaction to video, but I decided to do it differently this time. Do it live here on Facebook. And so those of y'all do know that Bill Maher recently had some unsavory comments about Stan Lee. And it's sometimes certain stuff, and just me in general, guys. It's just me in general. Sometimes I kind of try to stay away from stuff like that, because to me, I'm in this video, I'm gonna talk about it, because I've been watching a whole bunch of videos about it. I really have, and I was like, I'm not really adding my 2 cents because of these videos. The one thing that Bill Maher, and I've been like watch Mojo, stuff like that, and like they said why everybody don't hates Bill Maher, however you want to say this guy's name. The dude is just self-entitled of wrongness. I guess I can say that in a retrospect here. But so those you do know that he said stuff about Stan Lee, pretty much saying that that comics supposed to be for kids. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like looking up the quote and stuff like that. And you guys check it out yourself. But his whole reason, I feel like his whole reason for doing it, for saying that, because he wanted attention. We live in a world that controversy makes cash, and to be fair, Bill Maher is kind of irrelevant right now. When the last time you heard him say something on TV? I think the last time I heard of Politically Incorrect. I watched a couple episodes of it, but I think it was an episode on Family Guy when he was on there. So it's his comments to me was one. It was not fair and out of character. Well, I won't say out of character, because Bill Maher talk about anybody. It's not fair that you're gonna talk about man when he just died. And these multiple videos I have watched, like Comic Book Cast and so many others, is there's one guy who I watched, because I watched it last week, and he pretty much saying Bill Maher, Mayor, where you want to say his name, he was wrong for what he said to about Stan Lee, but he said in the comments, I'm just paraphrasing this here. He would say stuff like we should it's like we should learn from somebody who passed away. We learn from their mistakes. Okay, sir. I wish I could remember now. I wish I would wrote it down, but I didn't. But it's in my history, my YouTube channel. So I'll look at it later, whatever. But I get it. I get what you're saying, and you're right. But it's not, we shouldn't talk about anybody who just recently passed. You know what I mean? It's first of all, Stan Lee the guy has literally just passed away about, I said, maybe like a week or two, and you just can't sit there and just talk about him any old willy-nilly and stuff like that. That's not cool, for starters, because you gotta pay your respects to the guy. Because Stan Lee, when I did my reaction videos about this, Stan Lee, man, no joke, he literally shaped not just my childhood, but many other people's childhood as well. And you cannot and you can't hold that. You can't be mad about that. Which brings me to this point, because honestly, I feel like the reason Bill said what he said, again, like I said in this video, is to be relevant again. So how to be relevant? Let's talk about somebody. Okay, that's what usually he does. He just randomly talk about somebody, and he's the type of person that if you don't agree with his saying, either A, he would try to change the subject, or B, double down on it, which he has done with when he talked to Larry King. So it's like I don't get it. Like, you gonna talk about someone who just recently just passed, and I honestly, I believe that he's jealous of Stan Lee, a guy who does comic books, a guy who does not just does, like, he was an editor created so many different characters. And I said this all in my reaction to video about the passion of Stan Lee. I just feel like, why can you make these comments when Stan Lee was still alive? Why can you say anything when the man was still alive, living, breathing on this earth? Or you're afraid that somebody might say something. But Stan Lee's not the type of guy to do stuff like that. He's like a duck. It's like waterfall off his back. So because he don't really care. To me, because he's the type of guy say we can be better than that. He literally turn the other cheek. And Bill Maher's type of guy, I'm gonna kick somebody when they down if they don't agree with me with my certain topic. Like when I do this video, I'm gonna do my YouTube video. Of course, it's gonna be dispersed up a little bit, add music and stuff to the background. I'm gonna leave so many links to these videos because my thing is like you're okay. You're entitled to your opinion. I had no problem. I told many people about. I said I shared this story so many different times. When somebody didn't agree with my review of something, and they let me know. They tell me they didn't agree with it, and then okay, so I'm gonna rebut you, tell you what part do you agree with my review about this movie, and they sit there and tell me. Again, this person made a great argument, but at the same time, I was like, okay, so this is what I think this movie did was good. And so, it wasn't a heated exchange, but the point I'm getting at is that we, in a simple fact, we were civil about it, and we just when we made, so it's like he disagreed. I just I don't think we're good. Only thing we agreed on is agree to disagree, stuff like that. But to sit there and like I said, we just live in a time and age where people just want to sit there and just talk about any old body, and that's like, dude, you don't need to do that. And like I said, for Bill Maher to sit there and just say what he said about Stan Lee, and I saw many posts too about this. I said in one of my posts somebody put up about when I first heard about the whole thing. See, the thing is, like, he said, like, pretty much in his blog that he don't really know much about Stan Lee. The only thing he my bad, bro. Appreciate you, Charles. I think the only thing that he knows that he made the comic books went to movies, and that's it. Then because somebody on Reddit said, and he put this, and Bill Maher put this in his blog. He said that a person said, "I am happy to live in a world where Stan Lee did." And he pretty much, Bill Maher said, "Well, I'm happy where we live in a world where we had trees and air." So something to that, again, paraphrasing it. So it's like, bro, like, chill. It's to his own, bro. Like I said, people like that. Like I said, controversy makes cash. He wants to be relevant. So who better than to talk about Stan Lee of all people? And just so you can get his another minute 15 of fame, because he's the guy that like to push boundaries. And it's like, I think on one of the show he said, he said the N-word nigga, and I think Q kind of got on him about that. I think I saw that one when he said, like, what gives you the right to say that? I understand people want to push lines, push boundaries. My thing is, which line boundary you trying to push? You trying to just do it just for shock and awe? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's to me, there's always a way to do stuff without being such a jerk, without trying to hammer down on people like that. It's a way to do it, because a lot of times on Bill, some people will go back on him, and he kind of refrains back from it. I see some of the show, and it will maybe stop watching his show because he's like, he don't know what he's talking about. This guy, like, when he did that movie called I don't know what the name of the movie was that he did. He's pretty much like, he's blasting Islamic believers and saying there's extreme. Pretty much, he sounded like a Donald Trump before Donald Trump became president. And then I don't know. I don't think I even mentioned this, but he made mention that the reason Donald Trump won because adults felt like because we read comic books and we're dumb for putting out fiction comic books. Now, My thing, no, this is a sad, not a sad case, but we have to overcome it. Like, so, I'll read. Y'all seen? I'll show you my little workstation where I got all my little figurines, X-Men, TMT stuff. Some anime stuff here and there on my wall, whatnot. And like I said, I do take times. I have a stack of combos. Some old, some new. Some really old. And I don't live my life off comic books. I read comics so I can learn from it. Like, when I learn, like story wise, I can learn from it because they're such rich in history, and they are part of American culture. Now, is comics I want to say related? I mean, is comics heavy in the mainstream? I think they are, but I don't think people don't put that much importance on it. I guess is what I'm trying to say here. So for me, it's like to sit there and say that because like Donald Trump has nothing to do with comic books. Let's get that out the way. Unless somebody put him in the comic book, I think still won't matter. The only reason we all know why Trump running, some to each your own discretion. To however how y'all feel, I'm gonna say it. Russia played the part. There it is. That's how I hit my mic on that. That's what I feel. That's what I believe. Now y'all may have other different theories. And go ahead, take that elsewhere. Yeah, go take that elsewhere. But I'm a firm believer that you got to be careful what you say and how you say it, because it's gonna come back to get you, and you can't always keep doing the things how you've been doing it. So Bill Maher, bro, again, you are entitled to your own opinion, but you gotta make sure your opinion is valid, because 9 times out of 10, and I'm putting on the side of Trump on this one, you don't know your facts. Real talk, you don't know your facts. You don't know nothing about. If you don't know nothing about somebody, what's the point? Because you're gonna get fact checked every time. I can't tell you how many different artists or storytellers who worked on comics, who worked with Stan Lee, who again personally know Stan Lee, and it just went back at Bill. Now, granted, it's been kind of quiet now about it, but and this is what I forget. That's why part of the reason I didn't want to do this video. I knew something like this is going to die out really soon, because like for instance, like Kanye West, and I'm no segue here. Okay, so we all know that Kanye said one of the most dumbest things he ever could have said on television. And he said he believes slavery was a choice. What black person and would automatically agree to that? You know what I mean? Like, what person will agree to? I want to be a slave all my life. And the reason Kanye did it, and again, this is just my own opinion. He was trying to sell records, trying to sell his albums, and I think his album did drop. I could be wrong if it didn't, but obviously the sales didn't go through what he wanted to. Like, you really gotta, and like with these type of celebrities who just do shock and awe, or artists, whatever. This is me, and this is how I feel about it. I do believe pushing some boundaries or breaking through them, but again, it's how you do it. Because I think Kanye sales didn't drop. Because look what you're doing, Kanye. Because most of the people who buy your albums are black people, and you go off saying slavery was a choice. Bill Maher, the only reason you're somewhat relevant now, and I do mean somewhat, because you're talking about someone who recently died, and try to get some fame off that. You could have easily, and this is me. Like, so many people have done it. Even this all go against the Armie Hammer, who he had a problem with certain celebrities who had took pictures with Stan Lee. He had a problem with that. I don't understand. These are people who value Stan Lee's not only as a what's the word for it? As an advisor to some of the stuff that he does, But these are also people who sit there and appreciate his company. My god brother met Stan Lee, and to this day, and he tells me this every time, it's like Stan Lee, one of the most down to earth people that he have ever met. And to sit there and to talk about his man, just to get shock and awe, to get shock and awe for whatever fame you're trying to get, or trying to get it back up, whatever you're trying to do it, it's ridiculous to me. It is. I'm just calling it like I see it. It is downright ridiculous, and you shouldn't really have to do stuff like that. And I know I really rambled on way too long enough in this video, guys. I just feel like it was time for me to actually say my piece on it. And yeah, I'm not saying it because I've watched all different videos, watched different Facebook posts about it. It just guys like these, and like Kanye, Bill, Trump, they say stuff just to just for shock and awe, just to rally the base. You can't. My mind is like that kind of stuff will come back and get you, bite your back real hard. You can't. You just can't do stuff, especially when somebody who just recently passed. If matter of fact, that's just a dumb move. Period. That's a prick move. I'm sorry. If you, because I guarantee you, if Bill probably would have done this with Stan's alive, I think he would get a backlash at it. He would, but I think he probably won't be as big or severe as it is now, because his whole thing was, again, just to get a ride out of everybody, and like, however long this lasts, like I said, it's in a sense it's quiet down now. It's quiet down for the most part. I don't hear too much about it like I do now. I mean, I like let's say I hear a lot about it back then when I heard about it. So right now I don't hear too much about it, or I just choose not to even pay or give it the time or date. But like for me, like I said, yeah, and don't get me wrong, y'all. I was upset. I was like, what gives you the right to talk about this guy? But then, as I do the homework, fact check everything, like you supposed to do, Bill. You gotta understand. You have to understand the person, whether you meet him or not. Stanley, there's so much of his legacy where you can talk, where you can get a better understanding. But he just choose not to because you want to do it for, hey, I'm gonna put my name in the headlight in the headlines. How long this lasts, stuff like that. Again, you have your own opinion, but it's the way you do it, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about this video. Thank you for all who actually joined. I will be doing a I will be doing a reaction to Fantastic Four Silver Surfer. I believe my buddy Sal asked me to do it, so I'm do it upon his request. And I want to do a video about Corey Kenshin. But I'll talk more. You hear more about that once the video is made and done. All right, guys, I don't ramble on long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to do something special on Facebook, something different on Facebook. Excuse me. And I thought maybe this may be time to actually talk about it. Like I said, I don't know everything. I don't. But when it comes to something that I love, I will take the time out just to learn it or read about it. Like I said, sometimes even I do that. Somebody will say you missed this part and you forgot to add that part. Got you. But anyways, guys, I love you so much. Again, thank you for taking time your busy schedule to watch your favorite random man do what he does best, which is being random and playing games. You're not. I'm 35 years old and I still read comic books, play video games. For me, it's a pastime. It's for me that I can learn more storytelling, stuff like that. That's what it is for me. But I make sure you guys check out my YouTube channel, which is Random Man Entertainment. We have 153 subs. So I want to thank you guys for that. Our watch time is above 4,000. I'm happy for that. Make sure you check out my group channel, which is the GOG, the Gentleman of Games. We are doing Far Cry, Cuphead, Sonic Mania, and we're gonna venture into how's that game called? Bendy and Ink Machine, and I will be taking the helm of that game. I never played it, so I'm kind of excited about it. But anyways, guys, love so much. Deuces. You guys have a nice day. And you guys, please, I'm gonna say it again, please, y'all stay random. You on here.